So, we'll be looking at Bouwsma in his work Descartes Evil Genius and how he deals with radical skepticism. I would recommend reading that work. I have a link in the description for it, because if you're not familiar with it, then you'll have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. So, Bouwsma was born in 1898 to Dutch-American parents. He was an American philosopher who was early on influenced by the works of G.E. Moore on arguments against skepticism. One of his best-known works is Descartes' Evil Genius. Now, in Descartes' Evil Genius, we start off with the evil genius creating the thin illusion. This is where the evil genius transforms the world by having everything made of paper. So in this analogy, the character Tom is fooled by this illusion, at least initially, but upon closer examination, he was able to see through the deception. So the evil genius was disappointed in this because Tom discovered the illusion so quickly, so we enter into the next part of the work, which is the thick illusion, so-called thick illusion. Well, this is where the evil genius destroys the world and makes a perfect illusion by creating an exact illusion of the former world. This was the world before the paper world, the actual world. So we have a perfect illusion of the actual world. Now, Tom is unaware of the illusion, and the evil genius gets bored as he tries to get Tom to doubt the world around him. So, Tom then argues that the illusion is not only incoherent, but it's not an illusion at all. He argues that to create an illusion that cannot be detected at all is not an illusion, but rather a recreation of reality. He says that because the flowers on the table fits the conception of a flower, it is merely a recreated flower, not an illusion. So it seems Bouwsma may have defeated radical skepticism by saying, even if we live in a perfect illusion, it's not an illusion at all, it's just recreated reality. But there is one big problem. He makes one key assumption, and his key assumption is that of language. When Tom says flowers, it means things which have these appearances. This view is the old theory of meaning and reference, if you remember back to my philosophy of language video. And there we saw that resemblance is not sufficient for reference. So it was a valiant effort on the part of Bouwsma, but he's using a somewhat problematic theory of meaning and reference on which his whole argument hinges upon. Do you think the old theory of meaning and reference is defensible? If so, how? Feel free to answer it in the comments section along with any other questions or comments you may have. Next time we'll be looking at the American analytical philosopher Hilary Putnam and how he deals with radical skepticism in his Reason, Truth, and History. I recommend reading Chapter 1 of Reason, Truth, and History entitled Brains in a Vat. There will be a link in the description. And that is all.